Today we are looking at math lesson 7.4, multiply and divide with 5 and 10. This should be easy. We all know how to count by 5s and we all know how to count by 10s. Let's read our I can statement. You ready? I can
use more than one strategy to solve
as factors and divisors. Okay, so we're going to go on down here to the step it out. A bowling alley cart has 50 bowling balls. There is an equal number of yellow, orange, blue, green, and pink balls. Mona wants to group the balls by color. How many balls are there in each color? Count and see if you can see how many groups we need. Count the colors. 5 colors, Hunter says. Does everybody agree? Yellow, orange, blue, green, pink.
Yeah.
So we're going to have how many groups? How many groups? 5. And how many balls do we have all together? Okay. Let's make our 5 groups. I don't care if you draw circles or X's or whatever you're comfortable with. And then we're going to count 1, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If you're at home, go ahead and pause your video and keep going until you get to 50. Go ahead. Keep working. Okay. So I went ahead and labeled yellow, orange, blue, green, pink. And there should be how many in each row? 10. Okay. All right. Then B says, write an equation to model the problem. How many bowling balls did we start with? How many bowling balls were there up here in our problem? 50. So we started with 50 and we put them in groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So what's our division problem going to start with?
50 divided by 5.
Divided by 5 equals
100.
Oh, dividing, not multiplying, or I don't know what you're doing there. Oh, and then I wrote 100. Oh, 10, right? Bowling balls. How many bowling balls are in each color? 10 bowling balls. All right, please go ahead and flip your paper over. Go on to page 186. We're going to come with a new problem. It says a trophy case at a bowling alley has 5 shelves. Each shelf has the same number of trophies. There are 30 trophies in the case. How many trophies are on each shelf? It says count by 5s. How do you know how many times to count by 5? How do we know how many times to count by 5? What are we trying? Yeah, until we get to 30, right? So let's put down our multiples of 5. What's after 0? 5. Then what? And 15, 20, 25, and 30. Did I miss any?
No.
Okay. And it says, how do you know how many times to count? So we're going to put that, you know, that we're going to count till 30 into words right here. Okay. And why did we do that? Why did we stop at 30?
Because you had to count on 30. You count on to 30.
I know, but why did we choose 30? because that is the number of trophies. Okay, so let's look at B. How many times did you count by 5? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we counted by 5 6 times. Write a division equation to model the problem. How many trophies are on the shelf? Brecken, what's our division problem going to say? 30. Okay, divided by?
Divided by 6.
Nope, we divided by 5 equals 6 trophies. A bowling league has 40 players. Each team has 5 players. How many teams are there? Write a division equation to model the problem. How many players do they have? 40. So what are we going to put in here in the dividend? 40. And how many players are on each team? 5. How many 5s and 40? There were 6 and 30. So we could go 35, 40. So there are 8 teams. Now we want to write a multiplication. Who can help me with that? Jalen, what are we going to write? 8 times 5 equals. Very good. So how many teams are there? 8 teams. What do we call these? Related facts, right? Go ahead and go to the next page, page 187. This is a funny name for a bowling alley. Gutter Alley has 70. All right, Gutter Alley has 70 bowling pins. Each lane has the number of pins shown. So we have 70 bowling pins, and we have to go over here to count the pins. Count by the number of pins in each lane. How many times did you count? How many bowling pins are in that picture? 10. So we're going to count by 10 until we get to what? 70. So I have 0, 10, 20. Everybody should be doing this. 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. How many lanes are there? Let's count our groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lanes. A bowling lane is 65 feet long. That means from the place where you have to let go of your ball until it gets to the pin. Gutter Alley uses pieces of wood that are each 10 foot long to build a lane. How many pieces of wood does Gutter Alley use to build a lane? Now we're going to use a different strategy, not just skip counting. We're going to do some subtraction here. Use repeated subtraction. Start with 60 feet. Subtract 10 feet until you reach 0. So what is, they did 60 minus 10 was 50, and then they took that to the top of their next subtraction problem. So what is 50 minus 10?
60.
Minus 10. 40. So we're going to take 40 over here to the top of this. And 40 minus 10 is 30. We're going to take that to the top of the next subtraction. 30 minus 10 is 20. Take that to the top. 20 minus 10 is 10. And 10 minus 10 is 0. So it says, how many times did you subtract? Well, we subtracted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I subtracted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. How many pieces of wood does Governor Alley use to build a lane? How many did we find out?
6.
6 pieces. Okay, if you're at home, go ahead and stop your video and do the check your understanding, and then come back and check. Okay, if you're at home, here's the answers to your check your understanding. So go ahead and pause the video and look at that. And then on the back of that page, on your own, on page 188, we did 5 through 11, we skipped 12, and we did 13 and we skipped 14. So here's the answers to those. So do those and check. Now we're going to talk about one of our homework problems. So go to your homework if you're watching at home. And go clear to the bottom of the first page. It says math on the spot. Leah wants to put an elephant sticker in an album. If you're in my classroom, your eyes should be up here and you should be looking at this problem. She says she will use more pages if she puts 5 stickers on a page instead of 10 stickers on a page. Is she correct? Well, let's figure it out. First of all, how many elephant stickers are there?
5.
There are not 5 elephant stickers. How many elephant stickers are there? 50. Each one of these is 10. So altogether there are 50 elephant stickers. If we have 50 and we divide it by 10, what do we get? 5. So she would use 5 pages. What if we have 50 and we divide it by 5? We're trying to prove if she's correct. How many 5s in 50? 10 pages. So let's go back and look at her statement. She says she will use more pages if she puts 5 stickers on a page instead of 10. So if she used 10, she used 5 pages. If she did 5, she used 10 pages. So is she correct? Yes, she is correct. Why is she correct? How could we explain it? She will double the number of pages if she puts 5 stickers on instead of 10. Okay, I'm not sure what I recorded, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the math on the spot on our homework. And go ahead and read that if you're home, and this is what it should look like. And I'm going to flash back to the on your own and the just in case I didn't get it recorded. If I did, you can just ignore this and go on.